being incarcerated mentally and the effects that it has on the consciousness. When you're in the prison and don't know you're in the prison. When you're wandering in the cell and think that you are free. All the information inside that cell that was given to you since you was young, you think that cell is real. You think that nothing exists outside that cell. And for a lot of individuals are comfortable in luxury inside that cell. These individuals are the ones that are extremely dangerous to those that seek freedom, to those that are freedom, to those that want to express their intelligence. These individuals will fight to keep their comfortable inside of that cell. Anything you say to these individuals that reminds them that they're inside of a cell, you have a serious battle on your hands. These are the ones that are your worst enemies. These are the ones that set up obstacles because you are a threat to their luxury, to their bling inside of a cell. Refuse to accept the fact that they're not in charge of their being, their body, their thoughts, their mind. It's completely taken over. It's held hostage with their consciousness. It's so thoroughly entrapped that individuals that are expressing freedom, that represent freedom, they look like a lunatic to the individuals that are comfortable in their bling. The idea of it is to keep individuals looking at the bling, looking at the luxury, so they can't see the cell, so they can't see the bars, so they can't see that they are not utilizing their skill tactics, their minds. They have given their entire bodies and consciousness to somebody else. They're operating that for these individuals. They have become completely puppets to the system. They don't know how to utilize their own talents. They don't know how to utilize their own mind. They do not know how to take back their consciousness. And just be reminded that they're not using it. It's like the movie The Matrix. Neo told Morpheus, "My eyes hurt." Why? Because you never used them before. You never used your consciousness before. You're allowing for somebody else to utilize your consciousness. And you think that you're using your consciousness. It's the big double-decker. You thinking that you're in charge of your physical being, but somebody else is. They're telling you what to do. They're telling you how to act. They're telling you how to represent this bling in this comfortable society. Completely blinding you to the fact of the negative side effects. The poison that's happening every day on all three levels. Whether it be in your food, or whether it be in the air you breathe, or whether it be in your normal everyday rhythm of what you do. There's something in there that is off, that keeps you distracted from the norm. You've been living in a fantasy world. How do you define what's real if you've been placed in a system that is telling you that this is real? How could you take back the proof of utilizing what you have by nature? How could you find that again? In the constant battle with the other individuals that are expressing the freedom, that are showing you the freedom, that are pointing you into the direction that you can capture this freedom again. Reminded of the truth that you've been in a world that's been built inside of a certain cage set, certain bar structures, certain penitentiary structures in your mind. And you don't even know how to escape, even when the door is wide open. Even though somebody is standing outside that door that are pointing you into the direction to come here, you refuse to accept that. You shut the door back by yourself and lock it back. This is the domination from generation to generation. This is the act from one generation to the next generation. To do the same thing, to keep the same rhythm, to keep the same comfortability in the bling, in the luxury, instead of producing it for yourself, instead of seeing the real truth of the bling, that is not real, it's an illusion. And it robbing you of your consciousness. Because those that come alive to the consciousness, you can see everything for what it truly is. You can see the world. You can see the codes of the matrix for what it truly is. And then you can be able to dodge the bullets. You can be able to stop the bullets. You can see the agents for what they truly are, even if it's somebody that you know. You can see the agents take over the individual's body. You can see this world for what it truly is, and you become the ultimate individual that the system does not like, that the system fights against, that try to put you back into that coma so you can't utilize your skill sets of nature to become extremely powerful. Can you imagine a world of individuals that are all consciously awake to the natural abilities that they've been given by nature, instead of thinking that the gifts that you've been given by the system is nature and is the truth of your power? It is the locks and bars of your consciousness, and they have that set up in such a way that you are thinking that the cash flow is the Holy Land, is the milk and honey, is the prayer, completely taking you out of sync with the rhythm of nature and the universe and the galaxy for your entire life. That you cannot see things for what it truly is, and that you have become completely blinded to the fact of your life that's showing you what's happening on the outside of yourself. Instead of you taking back your life, instead of you standing up for your life, you have accepted the lie, and you are living in a lie, and you are promoting the lie. That's the danger zone right there. With enthusiasm, aggressiveness, expressing this lie to everybody else, to get everybody else to be baptized in this law, in this false light, in this illusion of the reality of the human being, that they have been captured, put back into the jail cells, and some people never open up the jail cell even though the door is open. It's a little wisdom from now. Enjoy the rest of your day.